Sweet, sweet. You guys see the slide?
Yep, looks good.
Okay, sweet, sweet. So hi, everyone. I'm Rodrigo. I'm a officer at EGaDS, but for now, imagine I'm a junior officer. When I helped organize this event, I was a junior officer, so I'm a junior officer now. And this is the EGaDS Open Project. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So first off, let me introduce who we are. We're EGaDS. And so what is EGaDS? We're the Electronic Game Developer Society at UT. And so we're just a bunch of people who really like game development, whether we're artists, people interested in marketing, programmers, or whatever. We're just all interested in game development, and we're just a group, welcoming community that work together to learn more about game development. And so our core principles are that we're interdisciplinary, we're a community, we're professional, we're creative, and we're educational. So yeah. And so what do we do at EGaDS? And so we have like 3 kinds of events. We have some that alternate per week, and some that happen every week, and then some major events. And so one of our events that happens on an alternating basis is speaker nights. We have alumni, professionals, professors that come in and give speeches about their experience in the game industry, what they've learned, how they got into the industry, and they answer any questions that we might have. It's super, super fun. There's been some crazy people that have come in. I mean, you could see from the past speakers, we had some really big companies send out speakers to us. So yeah, that's one of the events we have. Another event we have is our workshops. We have both Unity and art workshops that happen on an alternating basis. And so if you're new to game development, this is a great way for you to pick up new skills for both programming and art. This is how I learned basically all my programming knowledge when I first got to UT through these Unity workshops. And so if you want to learn more about game development, this is a great way to do it. So yeah. And this is an event that happens every week. We have something called Dev Nights, where basically you can just come and hang out with other game developers. You can show off your game, work on homework if you want, just hang out and have a good time. It's a great place to study, work, and develop games.
I do want to butt in real quick. The dates, times, and places here are a little bit off. Just we're going to update those for this next year. Just keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, did I forget to change the other one? I think this one is correct though. Oh, no, it's not February, my bad. This is my bad, yeah, these dates are wrong. Yeah, sorry.
We'll update those, y'all will know, don't worry about it.
But this one happens every week, but yeah, ignore these dates, my bad, my bad. Thank you, Noah, thank you. And so this is another event we do. This is an online event called Game Sprouts. And so in the EGaDS Discord, we have this, we send out a theme on the 1st of every month, and then you have 3 weeks to make anything that has to do with that theme, whether it be music, whether it be programming wise, whether it be design wise, whatever. It doesn't even have to follow the theme if you wanted. It's more like a way to motivate each other to get game development projects done. And so it's a great way to just have something to do every week or every month. It's really fun. Great way to build like a portfolio and such. Yeah. And then we have our big events. And so this fall, we're going to have 2 major events. We have our fall kickoff, where we start off the semester by introducing the org. And then we're going to have our annual fall game jam called the Texas Game Jam. It's going to happen as well. These dates we're not finalized yet, but you'll get more information later if you join the Discord. And this is how you do it. You can stay connected with us. You can follow us on these social medias or join our Discord. This link is also in the project Discord, so you can see it there. But this is our main form of communication for all EGaDS related events. And so if you want to, please join the Discord. So yeah. And now that you know who we are, sorry, my bad. These are some related organizations at UT that also have to do with gaming. We have Longhorn Gaming and Women in Gaming. We're really great people, really great orgs. And you'll see their announcements in our Discord if you join it. And these are our sponsors. So thank you so much to Zynga, Archetype Entertainment, Every, and Pocket Gems for sponsoring us. And so now about the game. This is what you guys are here for. This is what the project's about. And so let me open up this doc, and I'll give you guys a quick overview of what exactly we're all going to be working on. I'm not going to go through this entire doc because we have a lot of specifics about game mechanics and art and how you should contribute and stuff, but I'll give you guys a broad overview of what the game is. And then if you guys want, you'll be able to access this link through the Discord, through the GitHub repository, through the other documents as well. I'll add this link everywhere. And so you'll be able to come here and look at what you should be working on as well, or like the specifics of what you should be working on. But let me just tell you guys what the game is. And so the game we're going to be working on, we actually all contributors got to vote on what kind of genres and art styles we should pursue for this game. And what ended up being the most popular was a 2D platformer with pixel art. And so that's what we're going to be doing. But more specifically, we're going to be doing a 2D platforming roguelike. But the whole gimmick is that the game is centered around movement. And so we were kind of inspired by how a lot of people play Dark Souls, where you die to a boss and then you try to get back to the boss as fast as possible. And so you just avoid all the obstacles and enemies without trying to get killed, you know? And so we kind of wanted that feel, but in a platformer. And so it's going to be a roguelike where you don't have any combat and you just try to avoid all the obstacles and enemies. And so it's going to be procedurally generated, but not fully procedurally generated. It's going to be kind of like Gungeon or BPM, where there's handmade rooms, and then those are used to make a procedurally generated floor. And you can progress through floors to eventually beat the game. And the whole appeal comes in with how each clear is different, because you might get different abilities, different movement abilities, different floors, it's all different. And so that's what makes it exciting. And so for the plot and setting of the game, we decided to make it in a corporate office space. So you're an office worker, and you're going to be in a corporate office space, and you're going to be climbing floors of your corporate office. Every time you go up a floor, it gets a little bit more hellish, almost like a Doom style hell. And so it's a little bit goofy, but that's kind of what we wanted. But stuff like the motivation for the main character to climb up the corporate ladder, I guess, the physical floors, the reason for the office being hellish, that's still not in place, because we want you guys to contribute. If there's any writers out there who want to expand this world and expand the setting, this is your chance. And so, yeah, that's kind of the setting and the backstory. And now, I guess I kind of went over this, but the main gameplay loop is that your character will have a basic set of movements. You will have a regular jump, a wall jump, and a sprint. And that's what you'll have every run you do. And then you'll be able to traverse through a floor to get more abilities. And then you use those abilities to eventually find the final room in that floor, which will take you to the next room. But the goal is to get more abilities so that clearing rooms is easier. And so the gameplay loop will be, you'll spawn in with no moves. You have to traverse through these procedurally generated rooms, trying to find more abilities so that you can clear the final room, go to the next floor, and repeat. And eventually you'll get to the final floor, where it's going to be very hard to do platforming challenges, but you'll have a bunch of abilities to help you. And so that's kind of the gameplay loop. Very Gungeon-like, if you guys know what that is. And so that's kind of what the game is in general terms. If you guys want more specifics, you'll be able to access this file, and there's like specifics about mechanics or inspirations for art, abilities, all that kind of stuff. And I'll make sure to add this to the everywhere you can find the project, basically. So yeah, let me go back to the slide. So now, how can you guys start now that you know what the game is about? So in our Discord, we have an important links channel, and there you can find links to a bunch of documentation that will teach you how you can find what you can contribute, how you can actually contribute, and what guidelines you have to follow for organizational purposes. And also this design document, so you can see what exactly we need to implement. Oh, and also the asset list, which is on Trello, which is where you're going to find all the actual tasks you can work on. And then if you are also very new to game development, we're going to have a workshop tomorrow on Saturday at 1 p.m. We're going to show you how you can basically set up your workspace. So you can like clone the repository on your computer, work on it, how you can push changes, and we're also going to teach you some basic programming skills. But this is not just for programmers. If you're an artist, if you're a designer, and you want to figure out how you can set up Git on your or set up a Git environment in your computer, and how to make changes to the project, this will also be very helpful. And so yeah, that's basically this project. thank you so much for being interested in this and for attending this kickoff. And we can't wait to see what we all make together. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, this is the time to ask. If not, thank you all so much for coming.
We've got one in the chat. Anthony asks, did you say roguelike or roguelite?
Oh, roguelike. Yeah, sorry. Like. Sorry, I wasn't checking the chat. But yeah.
That's the only one that I saw in the chat other than Robin's On God pixel art.
Oh yeah, so the deadline is July. Oh crap. I may have forgotten the deadline. It is on the Discord in the schedule. July 15th, the deadline. That's when the project will close. But yeah. I will make a more specific roadmap that will come out in the next few days where I'll give like a kind of a week by week goal about where we should be in the project. But for now, just the hard deadline is July 15th. Yeah. I'm glad you think it's cool, Kyle. Thank you.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm not hearing anything, but what are the channels where they would ask if they had any further questions, Digo?
Oh, that's a great question, Noah. And so if you want to ask questions about the event in general, there's an Ask Officer channel in the information section of the Open Project Discord. If you want to ask questions specific to implementations and asking for help with GitHub or audio or anything, we have a whole help section where you can go to a specific channel and ask for help for those things. But yeah, that's where you can ask for help. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, that's it. And thank you guys all so much for coming. I hope we can make a great game together. I'm very excited for this. Oh yes, we do meet in person throughout the year. So I mentioned a bunch of events. Events like speaker nights and the workshops are in person. The dev nights, they used to be in person, but this next semester they're going to be on Discord. Yeah. Same with the Game Sprouts thing. That's just an online thing you can work on. Yeah. But
yeah,
our big events.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Oh, I was gonna say that like our game jam and kickoff will also be in person. What you were saying, Noah?
Yeah, I was just gonna say generally you can keep up with our Discord, our the regular EGaDS Discord, and we'll post where these events are happening, if they're gonna be in person or virtual.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, Noah's the EGaDS president. Yes, I forgot
Hi,
to
that's
introduce
me.
you at the start, but that's our EGaDS president. Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah,
all so much
that's why I was not afraid to butt in. I'm not some rando, I promise.
Right. If you don't have any more questions, I'm going to close the meeting then. Yeah, you guys can start working then if you guys want to. So thank you guys all so much for coming. Have a good time deving. Goodbye.